Good morning. Grab your coffees. We will connect on this Sunday morning. Just always the fun part of waiting for you to show up. Please say hi or whatever in the comments today. Let me know you're here and having coffee today. Hey, Angie. I'll give you all a moment to grab your coffees and we will connect. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Kelly. Hi, Jim. Ooh, you got snow. Well, that's not unusual for Buffalo. Hi, Mom. Just checking the weather outside here. It's looking pretty good today. Hi, Les. Welcome to Coffee Club. Oh, that one. Angie's having a smoothie, she said. That's a good way to start the morning. Sounds delish. Well, hope you're well on this Sunday morning. Yeah, what's on your mind today? It's feeling heavy. It's feeling heavy. The world is feeling really heavy again. And sometimes that can feel a little bit overwhelming. And so, hence the reason to drink from the Magical Unicorn Cup today is we need to just hold on to, in my opinion, our magicalness. Each and every single one of us is magical in some way, shape, or form. We have gifts that we've been given to conquer the world. We have extraordinary talents that we can share with people. And each and every single one of us is magical in our own way. So the theme of that is just, we have to hold on to that magic. And I'm super thirsty for coffee today. And that's not always easy to do, especially in a time when you feel so overwhelmed by everything else. But wanting to remind you that you are magical today. You are very magical, and we're so glad you're here. What's going to get us through this next several weeks, I 100% believe, is connection. And that's, of course, the driving force behind our virtual coffee club and why we show up here every single day is we want to feel connection to something. And right now, depending on where you are in this world and where you are in like maybe your own life, but even like where you are with what's happening with rules. I lost my train of thought on that. Wherever it is, though, what I'm trying to say is that connection is what's going to get us through this because we're on varying levels of what we feel with that. But if we continue to lean into each other and we continue to connect and have a moment, I honestly think that's what's going to get us through this. My fear in this world, for lack of a better word, maybe it's concern, more so than a pandemic, is the effects of a pandemic. So the mental health implications that we are seeing happening in this world are far more frightening to me than this pandemic. And don't get me wrong, I am not being flippant about what's happening. I know people who have had COVID and have had a real big struggle with that. And I understand the severity of it. I 100% do. I am not someone who has perfect solution ideas or any of those things. I do not claim to have any expertise in this whatsoever. What I do know is disaster recovery, and what I do know is mental health. And from that, we have a lot of other interesting things happening and conversations that I don't think are happening in our world. And again, it's going to feel more doomsy if we start to really open up conversations about, have you seen the numbers of how many people have died from an opioid death in the last 9 months? That number is terrifying to me. Do we know is no one's talking about how many numbers of how many people have chosen to die by suicide in the last 9 months? Those numbers frighten me. How many people are choosing to lean into their addictions, lean into violence, lean into hurting other people? Those numbers frighten me. And I'm not here to be doomsy on a Sunday morning. I just want to paint some perspective that as you are sending out, whether you're someone who prays, someone who sends thoughts, someone who is on a positive train, somebody who, heck, if you do none of those things ever in your life, but you pause for a moment to have a thought, I want you to think about all the people who are struggling, all the people. And yeah, there are people who are maybe got COVID and then switching to this. Like, I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I'm not saying it's not real. I'm not saying it's not important, but it's not the only thing. And that's why I think connection is really important for us through this time frame, and that we need to keep leaning into each other. So whatever that looks like, however you think that may look. Now, and it's not all doom and gloom in this world, right? Jamie made a comment a little bit earlier that things are actually going in his direction for the first time in a long time. That's amazing, Jamie. Thank you for sharing that, because there are really good things. I for one am sitting in a place where I wake up with an enormous amount of gratitude every single morning, because I'm able to do some really cool things in what I'm doing for employment and helping people and upping social media and doing different things. That's going really well for me. I am 100% grateful. And I try to, absorb that gratitude and then throw it back into the world to send to everybody else, because things aren't all bad. However, it's really easy. I took a scroll through Twitter. I don't remember if it was last night or this morning now, but after reading so many comments, it's overwhelming. Like, you start to get sucked into that. So my friendly reminder on a Sunday morning is to really limit what you're feeding yourself with. Now, I'm always about, educating yourself and learning and being aware and what that looks like. I'm not taking that away, but it's really easy to get pulled into the negative suck bag that is happening with what people are choosing to write about and what mainstream media is choosing to report on and what some of those things look like. And they're not to blame. It's human nature to want the drama. Right? We love a good drama on TV. We love a show with a twist. We love those things that make it scary and crazy. That's what we're drawn to. So they're just feeding what people are looking for. It's our job to step out of that cycle. And it's not easy. It's not, I know that it is not easy, but I hope that we provide in this 20 minutes of when we have coffee together in the morning, that you have a place to come and sort of let that go a little bit. Yes, we talk about it. Yeah, we're going to address it, because I'm not going to pretend that it's not happening in the world, that we're all coming here with our rose-colored glasses and we're riding rainbows and we've got our magic unicorns and nothing in the world is a challenge. That's not what's going to happen here. We're going to be real here together. We're going to fight those fears together. We're going to release the shit together, and we're going to stay connected, because that's what matters. Yeah. Word of the day, suck bag. Sunday suck bag. Right? But that's what it is. That's what's happening. And we have to be able to have a little bit of a laugh in this time. I am a huge believer in the power of humor and laughter. If you know me, or you're just getting into being a part of Virtual Coffee Club, because we're getting new members all the time, which I'm so thrilled for. Thank you and welcome. I'm going to find some humor in just about everything we do. That's the way I roll, because nothing feels better. Okay, let me know what you think of this, but nothing feels better than a good, wholesome belly laugh. When you get to just let go and have a laugh. I wish I was more funny of a person for you for that. I'll try to find some funny people to come on Fun Friday with us. But once you laugh, the rest of the shit doesn't matter anymore. It will later when you stop laughing, but just give yourself a moment. Shay says hunting season came and COVID disappeared. Right? Focused on something else, did something else. And Hunter had a good moose the other day. My God, that's awesome. Feel free to stock your favorite cousin's freezer with whatever you'd like, Cousin Shay. Just throwing it out there. So yeah, that's what we're here to do. We're here to connect. We're here to lean in. I'm going to try to find to be funnier. Today's Kindness Revolution challenge of the day, according to our November calendar, if you're following along, maybe you are, maybe you're not, is to set aside a chunk of the day to curl up with a book. And I'm a big reader. It's probably why I choose to throw something like this into an opportunity for a challenge. I love reading, but I will admit, the last little bit, I haven't been able to focus to escape in a book. That even has felt challenging. And that's usually the go-to thing for me is that. I tweeted out the other day that because there's so many, right, they're updating seasons of television shows. And what do we use television and movies and all of those things for is to escape, right? So then I was kind of disappointed when you see that they write the storyline of the pandemic into your television show. And then you're like, is there anywhere I can go where this doesn't get shown up? Again, we're not trying to put our heads in the sand. We're not an ostrich here, but we'd like to escape for a minute. So I was like, dear TV show writers, stop it. Stop it. Oh, can you believe this? This is what I have to deal with in family. No, we don't eat the llama, Shay. I'm a farm girl, but that's too far. Too far. You're going to be off the Christmas card list if you keep that up. But yeah, so there you go. Curl up with a book today. Those of you who are readers, this will exclude you, Cousin Shay. Those of you who are readers, what are you reading right now? What are some of the cool things that you are escaping into, and what does that look like? Maybe we can share. We've done some shares before on books, so tell me what you're reading. That's what we could share a little bit. Kathy, that's why Hallmark movies are the best. 100%. I watched 3 back-to-back last night. I've gone wild. Yeah. And just to circle back to a conversation we had about Hallmark movies before, in that the character shows up to the pinnacle moment of the night in a red dress. 2 out of 3 movies had red dress. The third one had a green dress. Just the things you learn. I don't know. Share your favorite Hallmark movie. We'll have to have those as we get a little bit further into the season when more people start watching them. You'll have to share the ones you've loved the most. I enjoyed last night, what was it called? Christmas in Vienna. And now I would like to take a trip to Vienna. I don't know if that's really what Vienna looks like. I'm assuming it would be on par. I don't know if that's what they do at Christmas, but I would like Christmas in Vienna for 2021. I don't know who would like to go with me, but I think this looks like an absolutely amazing place to visit. Kathy recommends the book A Man Called Ovi. Oh yeah, we talked about this the other day. Good morning, Tara. So yeah, Christmas in Vienna. That's where I'd like to go next. What about you? It was a fun movie, but like all the Christmas movies, right? Like the towns that they visit are all so joyfully decorated in Christmas. It makes me want to have more Christmas decorations in the town that I live in. I don't know if anybody else is from High River. Could we up the Christmas decorations? And we do pretty good. We have an entire George Lane Park full of lights. I stood outside the Museum of the Highwood the other night. When was that? I can't remember now. Sometime this week when I was working later, and just it's all lit up and it's got all the greenery. And we have this bear that was donated to us from a Tin Star show. I think it was a Tin Star show. And he's got his Christmas thing, and it's just so cute. And I don't know if you've seen the gnome that is out in Rotary Park. Also, pretty freaking cute. I love it. Anyway, we could always do more. Kim says Holidays on Netflix is good. I've heard some laughing about that one. A little bit more. Kim, would you say that's a little bit more on the maybe it's an adults only movie? The comment, I remember it could be a different movie, but anyway. Morning, Corey. The Christmas Ring was super cute. Yeah, I liked that one also. That was a really cute one, The Christmas Ring. What else did I watch last night? Was the one where, I think it's called Christmas with the Darlings or Darlingtons or something. And it was like the two rich uncles who have to look after their two nieces and a nephew. Really good. Kim says yes. Okay, Holidays, not with the kids. Maybe for your staying indoors Christmas date night, you could watch Holidays. So just to warn, you never know. Merry and Bright, is that the name of a movie, Kathy? Another Hallmark Christmas movie? Like, I think we just do a little bit of escapism from time to time. I think that's going to be an honest to goodness, like we joke about it and we laugh, but it's going to be an honest to goodness tool to help through that. Don't escapism completely. We don't want you to go too far over this direction, but maybe schedule some escapism if that would help, right? So that's part of the challenge today of curling up with a good book, is just for you to escape. Get off the screens, don't read the news, just take a break today and dive into that book that you've had sitting there for a long time. Or maybe you started it at the beginning of the pandemic, or maybe whatever. A gift in the great pause is a little bit more time. So escape into a book today and then share it in the comments on this video or one of our next ones in the future. Everybody likes sort of getting recommendations for books and or movies and or things that we could do. And taking those moments of escapism are going to be what helps to recharge your soul. And taking that time is going to be essential to keep filling your cup and keep building it up. And I hope that you will continue to pop into the virtual coffee club whenever you can. We are here at 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time every day of the week. So whether you need a 2-minute hit, a 5-minute hit, you're here for the full 20, whatever that looks like for you, that's what we're here to hang out and do. And then, of course, in the conversations, as you can see, there's an opportunity for you to have some conversation with us, join into that, have a little bit of fun, and go from there. So in case you're wondering, we are on Facebook. We will be moving to just one Facebook page as of December 1st. We will be on the Jody Seeley public page. So feel free to share that with other people. We also live stream on Limelight Audio and Media's YouTube page. And we're also on Periscope on Twitter through Jody_Seeley. So hopefully you will continue to find us on either of those platforms. The program that I use to broadcast with currently doesn't link to Instagram at this time. So I haven't been able to utilize that platform as I would like, but there may be some ways to do that with Instagram television moving forward, or maybe we go live on both at the same time. But if you know people who are more Instagram users and you think that would be a beneficial platform to check out, please let me know in the comments if you think that would be great, because I would love to be able to connect to more people to have a little bit of fun with keeping us connected through this time frame. So we'll maybe look at adding Instagram into the mix in the next little bit here also. So again, thank you for being a part of Virtual Coffee Club today. We are here to connect. We're here to hang out. We're here to lean into each other and make sure that we are staying connected through this time frame. It's essential. So feed your soul today. Take a little break and do something that is soul worthy to you, whether that's a book, a Christmas show, a walk in the park, a breather outside, doing a craft. Do something to feed your soul today and have an incredible rest of your Sunday. Don't forget, you are extremely magical, and we are so grateful that you are in this world with us. So until next time, my friends, have a great rest of your Sunday, and we'll see you tomorrow morning. Bye.